Disney Cats, and it is Sunday, July 24th, and this is daily vlog 21, I think. 20 or 21? I'm thinking 21. 2021. One of the two. Today was a really fun and eventful day, and I was so excited to tell you guys about it. So I know I said today was gonna be more like stuff for me to tell you. Well, my mom had our company picnic today, which at first I wasn't really gonna go because it was so humid out. I mean, it feels disgusting out. Like, I hate, like, today I was like, ugh, it's so hot. It's not even that it's like more hot, it's more humid, and the humidity is like what makes it like so like unbearable to be outside. So I was like, and I had to leave my mom's company picnic early anyways because my managers were having like a little like barbecue for me tonight before, so it's like our last get together before I leave. So yeah, sorry, I was thinking. So I ended up going, and I'm really glad I did. It was at this ski like place near our house, and it was in the like rope course part. So at first when I got there, I was like, okay, wow, it's like this big giant lake with like all this like grass surrounding it, and then there was like huge like rock climbing wall. Ow, I just like slammed my nail. Huge rock climbing walls. There was a zip line that went across the lake. There was like a humongous, I mean like huge rope wall. Now the rope wall like started really wide at the bottom and then like narrowed at the top, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, and then there were these like huge things that were up there, and you had to like step from spot to spot. Like they're like all like above the trees, like to the top of the trees. Like that's how high these things went. So I was like watching, and like with my weight, like I'm sure a lot of you like kind of get kind of like weird about kind of stuff like that. If you don't, like, that's great, but if you do get like weird about like certain things like that, tell me below so I know I'm not alone. But I guess like it's more about my weight. And I know with like rock climbing, you have somebody that has like you know, you get hooked to a harness, and then they kind of like slide you down, and you kind of just like drift down. Well, my thing is I'm always afraid that I'm going to be too heavy and they're not going to be able to get me down safely because of my weight. So I was like watching everybody, and my brother was like, I'm going to do it. I was like, I want to do it. Like, I really do. I've never done anything like this before. Like, this would make me feel so good to like accomplish something like this. And I was like, I don't know, they're not gonna be able to hold me. So then this guy came up to me, this like older man, and he was like, you gonna go do that? You're gonna do the rock climbing wall? And I was like, what's the weight capacity? And he's like, oh, people of all like shapes and weights, and anybody can do this. And I was like, I'm afraid like I'm too heavy, like nobody's gonna be able to get me down safely because I weigh too much. And the woman was like, oh, we got people way bigger than you coming and doing this stuff. He's like, trust me, he's like, you'll be fine. Da, da, da. So I was like, okay, I guess. So I got all hooked up in my harness, which those are really like, they feel really weird. Like I was like, ew, like it was like riding up on my like butt and my like cooch. I was like, ew, this feels weird. But I tried to do the rock climbing wall, but it was really hard. Like even my dad couldn't even. My dad and my brother, are probably the two that are in the best shape. Nobody in my family is in really good shape, but out of everybody in our family, they're probably the two that are in the best shape. And like they couldn't even do it, and I kind of got like a little ways up, and it was just really hard because my feet and my hands I feel were too big. Like the slots were really small, and it was really hard to get a grip, and especially like my nails have like been growing out. Like I don't know if you can see, like usually they're way shorter, and that's long to me. So I was like afraid that they were, and I'm due to get them done. I'm gonna go tomorrow, but I was afraid they were gonna like snap off. So I was like, man, never mind. So then I went to the rope wall, and my sister got about halfway, and then she was like, I can't do it. And then my brother went, and my brother like kind of got like a little more than halfway, and he was like, no, I'm just gonna get down. And I was like, come on, like you can do it, like just stay focused, you can do it, keep going, keep going, keep going, you'll feel so proud of yourself when you're done, keep going. So he kept going, got to the top, hit the little wall, and then came down. And I was like, yay, like I'm so happy he did it. And like I knew if I wasn't there, like he probably would have gotten down, but like nobody in my family like pushes us to do stuff. So I was like, come on, keep pushing, like you're gonna feel so accomplished once you do it. So then they were like, okay, Kat, it's like your turn. And my thing was like, it wasn't so much the rope wall that scared me. I mean, yeah, it was really high, and like I was kind of like, oh my gosh, like, and if it was like wide the whole way up, I don't think it was so bad, but it got so narrow up at the top, like where you could only put like 1 foot at a time, whereas in the bottom you could kind of like keep your feet like next to each other. So at the bottom it was like you just kept your hands out like this and then just kind of like held on, but as it got higher up you had to have your hands like above your head in order to put your feet up. And that didn't scare me so much as opposed to coming down. That was what I was worried about, because I was like, oh gosh, what if I weigh too much? Like, how are they gonna get me down? So I did it, and I started going, and like I said, it was easier at the bottom. I was just climbing up, and then I get about halfway, and I like look down, and I'm like, I am terrified of heights, terrified. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is really high up, and I was like, come on, like I kept telling myself, push, push, push. You know, you have come so far. You have finally got out of the 230s after being stuck there for so long. Like, you know you can accomplish this. You know you can do it. So I was like, I just took a breath in. I kept going, kept going, kept going. Then the guy was like, come on, like, all you need to do is put your hand up. Because I made it to the top, which I was so proud of myself. And he was like, come on, just put your hand up. Like, you know, just slap that wall. I was up at the top, but like, I was straining so hard to hold on to the thing, so I like kind of like got my hand like halfway up. It was really close to touching the top. Like I made it up to the top. I just kind of had to reach my hand up to like slap the wall thing. But like my hand, I'm like, being somebody who's never done any like anything like that, you know, I was like holding on because, and my brother said it too, when you got to the top, because of how narrow it was, as you walked it felt like the thing was gonna flip over, like you were gonna flip over on the, like the rope was gonna like flip over. So I was like, oh my gosh, like if I let go, my hands were so weak because they were like straining, like I was holding on so tight to keep getting myself up as far as I did. So like, I kind of got my hand like halfway, and like then I was like, I didn't want to let go, because if I felt like if I stuck my hand out all the way to just smack the wall, I was going to completely, my arms were going to completely give out. So I was like, it was more important for me to know I made it to the top. Like, to hit the wall wasn't, to me, it wasn't a big deal. Like, I saw I made it to the top. So then I was like terrified. I was like, how do I get down? Like, I don't feel comfortable getting down right now. And he was like, just roll off the, like, just kind of like roll yourself off and hold on to the red rope. And I did, and I just kept my eyes closed. I was just like the whole way down until I felt my feet touch the ground. It was really hard. My hands like ended up cramping up, like they hurt so bad. Like I felt like I couldn't like move my hands, like they were stuck like this, and like my arms hurt so bad. Like I think I got like bruised. It's probably not gonna well, maybe it is. Wait, hold on. You guys see that? Like that's because because I was like holding on to the rope, and like it hurt. And I have one on my leg too, because I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. But I'm really glad I did it. I made it to the top. I felt so proud of myself. And then I did another one of the ones that it was a little bit easier. You just kind of climbed up to the top and walked across these things. Still really scary, but I did it. And then the zip line across the river was really fun. But the rope thing was like the most thing. I was like, the one thing I was like super proud I accomplished, because that was probably one of the most difficult ones there. And I was really happy I did that. Then we went kayaking. They had like the big lake that was in the middle of the thing, and they had paddle boats and canoes and kayaks. So we went out kayaking, and that was probably like the most fun I had there. Me and my brother just kept going back out and just kayaking out there. It was like super fun. And I realized after doing this, like, I just feel like this was like another kind of like push and another start to like a really healthy and adventurous lifestyle. You know, I tried things I've never tried before. I found out I really, really love kayaking. I really like doing those rope course things. I feel like it's something that's going to push me. So I think me and my friend Emily are going to try to go back. She's never been before, so we're going to try to go see how much it is to go for the day. It was free for us because it was my mom's company paid for it for the picnic, but we're going to try to go sometime this summer. before I leave for school, because it was a lot of fun. And I think doing that, like, I found out that I really liked it. I really loved not canoeing, kayaking. And I think I might ask my mom for a kayak for Christmas or my birthday, which sounds like really funny, like, oh, I want a kayak for Christmas. But seriously, like, I had so much fun doing that. Like, I honestly would love to own my own kayak and be able to go out, like, on like the river down here and just go out on my kayak and just kind of, you know, go along. I mean, granted, I don't want to go any place where there's like waterfalls or something right away, but it was a lot of fun. So I definitely think I will be purchasing a kayak before next summer, so next summer I can go and do that. It was just really fun, like, and I felt like it really worked my arms, because, you know, you're going like this the whole time with the thing, and you know, you've got the restraint from the water, and I felt like it really worked my arms. Not that my arms look any smaller, they still look pretty nasty. But I had a really good time. Like, I'm really glad I went. And then I was like, I gotta go, like, it's super hot. But yeah, it was really, really fun. And then I just went to my manager's and we had a little barbecue. We had shish kebabs with just like chicken and vegetables on it. I made a pasta salad. So I ate really healthy today, and drank tons of water. I mean, tons. I drank so much water today. But yeah, other than that, that's about it. I think I'm going to try to post pictures at the end of this of me on the rock climbing wall. At first I was like, oh, I'm not going to post, I look pretty fat in them, because the harness was like all up in my butt and stuff. But I was like, please, these guys are the only ones, you guys are like the only ones who've seen like body shots, except for people who see me like personally like every day. But like as far as like internet wise, you guys are like you've seen my like full body shots and stuff, so I feel comfortable posting the pictures. So I will probably post them at the end of this, so you guys could see. And in the pictures, like, the rope thing didn't look like, that always happens when you see things in pictures, it doesn't look as like crazy as it does in person, but in person it was huge. So but I was really proud of myself. The only thing they got pictures of was in the kayak and the rope wall. That was it, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. Because my mom was out. My mom had it was my mom's camera, and she was out mingling while we were there. But yeah, super exciting. So that's it. I am like at 13 minutes in this video. But I hope everyone had a really good weekend. Tomorrow's my weigh-in, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Why do I do that? It's like, bye, I'm a fish. Bye. No, I'm just kidding. See you guys. Ooh, whoops. What did I just do? I think. Yep, okay, bye.